I want the people understanding my art is a very conceptual and abstraction thing.
Hello, I'm Loïc Prigent, and you're listening to Louis Vuitton Extended, the podcast. Today I'm thrilled to welcome Takashi Murakami, the visionary Japanese artist whose colorful and unique universe has redefined the boundaries between art, fashion, and pop culture. From his groundbreaking 2003 collaboration with Louis Vuitton to the 2025 capsule collection, we'll explore his work, how he sees the world, what he dreams of passing to the next generation, and how he gets creative. Are you ready? You're not ready. I was not ready. Good morning, Takashi Murakami. Thank you so much for joining us on the Louis Vuitton Extended podcast. My first question is, I wanted to know, you first started to collaborate with Vuitton in 2003. What keeps the spark alive between you and the brand?
Fashion world. This is a very complex world. It looks like a contemporary art world, like necessary to understanding for the context and the history. So, but before, fashion is just a cool, beautiful, that's it. But more important thing is context is, strong, have to do. So now is a collaboration with artists and, fashion world. Vuitton is a leadership. It's quite big changed drastically.
With evolving technologies like AI, how do you envision the future of art?
AI is just a tool. So several months ago, started to the AI visual. People already bought this system now. So that's why every week, evolutionary, the AI software is coming. It's just a, very early moment, the tool is, in the future is more kind of general landscape. It's not a specific thing, I think.
And what do you plan to do? Are you prompting already?
Yeah, I have a team, the AI team, like a few people. So making exactly the visual and making a movie. Movie mean like a short movie, and making music. It's kind of the making a very fun time to do to the creative. So, for example, if I want to making for the short movie, we making a character and asking for the AI, and then several characters, and then making for the some very draft animation stuff. And then making for the very draft music and bring for the musician and the movie director and the character designer and the people to, making for that exactly true stuff. So before the presentation is good to using for the AI.
So use it as an assistant in a way.
Yeah, it looks like that. So can making for the short time to creative.
And you control it or you let it bring you surprises?
Oh yeah, it's a good question. Something is control, and but mostly why I using for the AI is I want to surprising. So what is that? This is great thing.
There's a psychedelic aspect to it sometimes when you see the answers.
Yeah, looks like very crazy images, and then print out stuff. That when I making for the visually some illustration or drawing, and then cutting and patching, collage, and then scanning, and then asking again for the AI.
So it's really a collaboration between you and the machines.
Yeah.
Your works are highly recognizable in their colors, in their shapes and techniques. How do we know that we're looking at a Takashi Murakami work of art?
Oh, it's kind of colorful and kawaii. It's a cuteness. So, and also the very how can I say caricaturization about Japanese traditional art. So that is my identity maybe in the visually.
What do you want people looking at your art to feel?
Out of Japan, so very good. But in Japan is people don't like me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like that.
You feel that? You don't feel the love in Japan?
Yeah, it's mostly the geek people. Geek people is, Takashi is stealing my culture, our culture. to sailing for the easy way to the Western world.
What is your answer to that?
Yes, it is. I don't know, because I have no, it's I believe this is a creative process, but very young generation people to already understanding for that, because I getting old. I using for the old school geek culture. That's why the young people doesn't matter.
Can you tell me about Mr. Dub?
Mm-hmm.
Who is Mr. Dub?
ミスタードブが作られた時は、自分はランゲージアートを作ろうと思っていたんですね。キャラクターを作ろうとしたわけじゃなくて、ジェニー・ホルツァーとかバーバラ・クルーガーのような、ランゲージアートがその頃流行ってたんで、僕なりのランゲージアートを作ろうと思ってやったのがドブっていうキャラクターなんですけど、ドラえもんっていう日本のキャラクターとソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグっていうゲームのキャラクターを合体して耳が生えてきたんですけど、なんか結果的にミッキーマウスに似てるって言われて、みんなミッキーマウスからインスパイアされたっていろいろアートの雑誌とかに書かれてるんですけど、そういうわけではないですね。だから D と顔が O なんですけど DOB っていうのがすごく重要な作品でした。
Are you Mr. Dub?
Kind of the DOB is my self-portrait, kind of. Yes.
Who is more interesting, Mr. Dub or you?
So, but Mr. Dub is a cuteness and a very complex character. Maybe Mr. Dub is much better than me.
It's good to have a more interesting alter ego, I guess.
Agree.
You love playing with high and low, like a museum show and a card game?
But for me, it's anytime the same. So
there's no highs, there's no low.
Yeah, that's why. So I am created for the theme about the superflat. So Japanese creative theme is almost flatness. So, but who is the highest level? The artist is a manga. The comic writer is the highest position.
It's higher than the museum show?
Yes. Because the manga artist constantly can making for the museum show in Japan. That's why. So our standing position is pretty weak.
And what are you most excited for? The card game or the museum show?
It's, the same. So, but the card game, the audience, the mostly strongest influence from the Japanese audience and the Japanese creator. That's why the game, our card, can be able to link with Japanese audience. This is a very new experience these few years.
What's the first emotion that you feel when you walk into your studio in the morning?
Oh, just I watching to the YouTube like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Ah ouais?
Yeah, and then like
you let the algorithm feed you, or you look for stuff?
No, it's algorithm.
Okay.
It's now recently I'm watching to the political something, Japanese politics.
So what's your mood after those 2 or 3 hours of YouTube?
I am laughing, so then refresh for my brain, and then starting for the drawing or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much of your art includes elements of joy, pure joy, I would say, but there's always or often a darker undercurrent. Can you talk about this duality?
I think my dark side, the kind of context, is not dark. Looks like a very serious sci-fi level. It's kind of the Guillermo del Toro's movie is dark, but no one to scare like his movie. Looks like that. This is a style of thing, the gothic or something. The Japanese kind of the ghost or like a very darkness feeling. But this is not serious darkness, I think. But in the future, like 100 years later, people watching to the another level, like that moment was the world was a big change. Like internet is coming, AI is coming, but now so our culture is next level. So future people thinking about. So that's why, my target is, my audience is future people.
Your newest show is inspired by Shogun. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it's I'd been long time to link with the Japanese historical paintings, mostly the Edo era, like 300, 400 years ago, the form of the Japanese paintings. But just I was running in the painting city. But the Shogun movie was very understanding for in a storyline, having harakiri stuff and samurai. So this Shogun movie, every time looks like making for a harakiri. So I was thinking just this is a kind of can keep the politics, I thought. But harakiri was kind of the culture. So the Shogun movie said, right? And then harakiri and the background, like a screen painting, is very understanding this kind of the collage, right? It's kind of the people to making for the harakiri, and this is a background. That's why, for example, pine tree looks like that, and lion painting looks like that. The view is completely different from the before I saw the Shogun movie and after. So my show is in the London. The Gagosian Gallery is after my impression. So the Japanese art is what? Yeah.
How do you find joy today, personally?
Oh, nothing. Yeah, every day depressing. So that's why, YouTube can escape from the reality. So
are you a workaholic? You work every day? You work on weekends?
Yeah. When I take a rest, it's kind of go to the summer vacation, 1 week. I am very fear about, what I'm doing, Yeah, so I want to back to my studio and making for something.
And your father was like that? He worked a lot?
No, yes, he was taxi driver.
As they work a lot.
Yeah. So that's why maybe, yes.
By reproducing your art in so many forms, do you see it as a way of creating a legacy? To inspire many, many generations?
So my favorite art movement is minimal art painter and abstraction expressionist painting. Jackson Pollock, Barnett Newman, and Robert Lyman. So I really want to making for looks like that the abstraction painting, but I have no reason to making for this kind of stuff because this is a Western art, right? And then I was looking for what is a reality, the Japanese artist. This is kind of the screen paint or like in a castle, like a decoration paintings. And then I found the flower. That's why the flower thing is not main character. This is a landscape. This is a background. So looks like abstraction painting in my head. So that's why now, for example, Louis Vuitton collaboration is I'm making for the flower design or a panda or something. This is I'm making for the character. So reality is I want to become to the people understanding my art is the very conceptual and abstraction thing.
But you like your art to infiltrate all layers of pop culture too? When you do a collaboration with Vuitton, for example, you're really outside of the art system, the serious art system, and you are...
No, I don't think so. It's because art and any culture can making for the evolution. 30, 40 years ago, so in a fashion world, say, pret-a-porter, haute couture. But now, no one said, what is a pret-a-porter, right? It's kind of that, evolutionary thing is anytime. That's why my art theme is in the future is a landscape, very flatness. People. Oh, this is a way to can survive artist in this world.
Pressure is daily.
Yeah. So,
what's the most valuable lesson you learned and you would like to pass to the next generation?
The emptiness is the most important thing. It's kind of for example, sports athlete have to try hard to making for the emptiness in the brain. Every day, the constant condition is the most important thing. So our job looks like that. So emptiness condition is super important. That's why I am brainwashed to the, kind of music, the YouTube, and then, white out the brain can bring for the new idea.
You achieve it by getting in a trance?
I don't know, but I am not using for the drug, alcohol. Just one thing is I watching to the long time to the animation, so because I'm geek. So and then I got the idea something looks like that.
What dreams do you still have to achieve?
I want to complete to my TV style of animation movie, 12 episode. And I want to finish to my stupid sci-fi movie, part 2. So that is my big goal. So because necessary to spend a lot of money. That chase is a very hard job, these 10 years.
But it's exciting. It's your project.
I hope so. I'm making for my studio. I employ for 100 people to just making a movie, animation and live action movie. So every day I'm concerned about the human resource in a detail and asking for the advisor and go, phone call and, making for the storyboard. I have no talent, this, kind of stuff, but I love this job. That's why I have to do.
Thank you so much, Takashi Murakami, for doing the Louis Vuitton Extended podcast with us. It was very, very interesting. I will think about the emptiness concept a lot.
Boom.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Domo arigato.
Domo arigato.
The key word for me of this episode is emptiness. How do you achieve emptiness? How do you fill yourself with emptiness in this world where we all fulfill inspirations, mood boards to get to that stage of emptiness? And actually, he gets it by getting himself filled to the max. So it was a very interesting conversation with Takashi Murakami, who always has super surprising concepts behind the smiling flower. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Louis Vuitton podcast Extended. I'll be inviting you soon to discover new stories in the company of visionary personalities. Find all the episodes on your favorite listening platforms, such as Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You should subscribe to the podcast to get notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. I look forward to welcome you back.